Regarding Urson, you said the other day about his third period against Carolina that you got a good feel for who he is and how like he is as a person and his swagger. How impressive is that given his young age and the fact that this is his first full season in North America?
Yeah, and the injury last year, and you got to realize how difficult that was for him in being taken out. All the things running through his head as his first game, taken out, and then have to be put back in against one of the top teams. And he made 2 or 3 great saves. I think it, as I said after the game, you don't want to write it up that way, but I think it worked out perfectly for him to feel that about himself after that game, to give us a chance to crawl back in it and be part of that. So, yeah, I don't know how it all works out. He gets another start here, and we'll see how he grows. Had a very good camp. I like the way he carries himself. Let's hope he stays right on that fine line of carrying himself the right way, and we'll see how he progresses.
We talked a little bit the other day kind of about the penalty kill and for taking the opportunities to be aggressive when they are there. Just in your experience when you're overseeing a team and the penalty kill, how do you balance taking advantage of those opportunities with the fear of making a mistake and not?
Yeah, and I think Bradshaw teaches it really well, how he words it to the players. I think when you give him that freedom to be aggressive and try to get going the other way, I think that bleeds into the penalty kill itself in your end zone as far as taking chances to be aggressive. I think TK, I coached a guy that's hopefully will be on our team next year, and Cam playing for 6 years, and he has great anticipation skills, killing a penalty. TK has that, and as a coach, you got to be really careful and not overcoach that, because sometimes it's going to look ugly, like you think he's cheating. You can't take that away from him, and I think him and Lotz have a little bit of chemistry right now as far as taking chances. You're down 3 goals. I think it relieves. It allows you to play that way anyway, trying to take a chance. But Shawzy's trying to teach that, and I do think it bleeds into the whole sequence of killing penalties.
That trust that you mentioned, that to let a player play when it looks like he's cheating. How much does a player like TK have to earn that, or just any player in general, or is that something that you just tend to give them?
Yeah, it's not so much earning. I think that's when there's a little coaching, and you're trying to figure out the players who they are. It's been a learning curve for me this year with a new team and new players. I've watched TK from afar, not really up close. And I think you as a coach have to make adjustments to your teaching with certain players with those abilities. As far as anticipation, it's a skill. That's a mental skill for me. And if people have it, that's when you have to make adjustments in your demands in certain areas, because you don't want to take that real aggressive anticipation skill away. So it comes and goes with different players. If it starts falling too far on the side of I'm just cheating my ass off and I'm out in the neutral zone waiting for a puck, that's when you have to bring them back. So those are all things that come into play as you coach throughout the year.
How can that mindset that clearly Travis and Scott have adopted really well, how can that rub off on some of your younger forwards on the penalty kill like Noah and Joel? Yeah,
and Kate's even gets a chance in that third period as far as bringing the puck to the net. Yeah, so they're watching these guys. Lotz and TK are more established players, and the young guys are watching them. So I'm sure, and I'm sure they talk about it too, because you get into those special team groups. They always have they have their own meetings. It's not a team meeting. It's just the special teams group. So I'm sure there's conversation going along with it.